Hi everyone. Here we are again. Here's the story we're going to read today, The Kissing Hand. This was given to my youngest son Gus by my sister Elizabeth on his birthday a long time ago. And as always, these readings are dedicated to my grandsons Calvin and Rome, and my nieces Kaya and Neela, and my niece and nephew Easton and Raylan. And special shout out to some friends of mine in Costa Rica, Bodie and Paloma and Lucas and Nona here in LA. Hi Nona. Here we go. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. Illustrations by Ruth E. Harper and Nancy M. Lenk. This is dedicated, this is dedicated to Stephanie Rebecca Corin and children everywhere who love to be loved. I'd say that's you all. My book back. My seat back. All the butterflies. There's a little raccoon. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends. I want to play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Look at how sad he is, his little tears. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. Here's the picture. She's talking to him. Sweet little birds. You'll make new friends and play with new toys. You'll read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Wait a minute, he goes to school at night? That's interesting. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the Kissing Hand. The Kissing Hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you the other side, too. A little frog. Well, I'll show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. And that's the kissing hand. Mrs. Raccoon smiled now. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump into your face and fill you with the toasty, warm thoughts. Oh, look at that tree. I'm going to push it back here. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Such a pretty picture. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. playing. This is funny to me. Last night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Is that funny? He's going to school at night? There he said, "Give me your hand, Mama." What do you think he's doing? Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. And there's the friends looking on as he's doing that. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle, "Goodbye, I love you," Chester turned and danced away. And all his friends going to school. I guess that's their school. And I guess all these animals are nocturnal, huh? Would that be it? Because they're going to school at night. Mrs. Raccoon watched as Chester scampered across a tree limb and entered school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you." And that's the end. Look at that. It's kind of a cool school, huh? To be up in a tree like that and have an owl as your teacher. Have fun. And that's the end. Those are possums. That's the kissing hand. That was sweet. I know sometimes when people get scared, they need a little bit of reassurance, and I think that's kind of what the kissing hand is. So you always have something to, maybe you have a stuffed animal or a blanket or a special thing that you have that you hold. Sometimes I have a crystal even, or pictures, people you love and care about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. The kissing hand. I love you. Stay safe. Bye. Till next time.